What's up, Bolivia? I am currently hosting an open house and I have some moments of quiet time, so I figured I would make a little video for you guys because I was driving here from Monkey Junction and I had some time to think things through. So I thought about this video and how I can help you guys. So one thing I want to talk about is that the house that I am in is vacant. And this word is very important. Why is it important? Because as you can see, there was no furniture. Step number one as a realtor is don't forget to bring your own chair, which I always forget. Today is the first time that I brought it, and I have not sat in it yet. Now, the actual important part for our non-realtor friends here today is when a property is vacant, that means that it is quite clearly empty, which means that nobody's living in this. Which means that it is my favorite word, move-in ready. And that's another word that you're gonna see when it comes to buying new construction. There's a lot of verbiage that I want you guys to learn, especially as first-time buyers or potential first-time buyers, right? Or maybe you were a homeowner and you decided to become a renter and now you think you wanna be a homeowner again. Let's get into it. So we have a vacant property that is move-in ready. This is important because number one rule is you don't want to show houses to people that are going to fall in love with it but can't afford it, because that's going to break your heart and that's going to break your client's heart, which is going to break your heart again, and you're just going to cry yourself to sleep and be like, why did I show them the perfect home that is quite clearly not the perfect home, right? So one thing that we talk about is a pre-qualify with a lender or a loan officer or somebody that's going to give you a mortgage, right? These are words that we're learning as we go a long time. And basically, a pre-qual is them kind of checking your credit. We could do soft credit pulls. These are things that are more in their scope of education, and they can help you with that, but I can give you their hand and they can guide you along the way, and they will reconnect you right back to me if we are all perfect for each other, right? This is relationships. We're building relationships, we're building trust. So let's get back to the pre with a lender, right? So we have our pre-qualify and we have our pre-approval. Pre-approval is the magic word for me because sometimes it can take up to a month, maybe more. Again, ask your lender that, but sometimes it could take a few weeks to be pre-approved for a property. And as a realtor, these are my favorite words because that's basically my way of seeing your budget. What is the top of our limit and how do we stay within that limit? Because now we know. And this is how we get ourselves on the right steps. We want to put our hand in a lender's hand and we want to say, hey, this is what my credit looks like. This is my debt to income ratio. And we're going to go from there. Now, the last house that I sold was a VA loan, which is my personal favorite because VA loans are awesome. You don't have to put any money down. They have a lot of help that they can give you. They're being in a local, small town, so to speak, like Wilmington, is very much, there are a lot of people that work and want to help veterans because they know a veteran, they love a veteran, they are a veteran, you know what I mean? So those are awesome. But you never want to fall in love with a house until you know that you can get it. So let's say you come into this house, you come into this open house, it's vacant, it's ready to go, and quite honestly, in your typical case, if somebody's not living in this house, they don't want to pay the mortgage anymore. They're gone. They're ready to, sometimes they're ready to go. Or, circumstances happen where they can't afford to pay 2 mortgages, so this one's got to go, right? They're not here. So when it comes to a multiple offer situation, if you're showing up and you're in love with this house, but you haven't even been pre-qualified or pre-approved, one, it's going to take a while. And in that while that it takes you to get that pre-approval saying you can or cannot buy this house, or you have to come up with money out of pocket or whatever, ask for gifts from family, whatever you have to do, in that time span that you're still prepping to buy something that you liked, they're probably already looking at offers and already getting under contract. And that's what the word pending means. Sometimes it will say pending with showings because you never know what's going to happen in certain cases, right? Like this is a lot of a lot of moving parts, as we like to say in this industry, okay? So this is just something that I wanted to teach you, and I just want you to think it through. It's a long game, it's a process, right? So we don't want to show up and fall in love with something that is ready to go and they would love to give it to you, but unfortunately somebody else put in an offer faster, somebody else is actually ready to go. So don't break your own heart, just message me. Let's get you hooked up with a lender, let's get you hooked up with somebody that can get you on the right track. And if you're afraid of your credit, ask them to do a soft credit pull. Why do I know this? Because my lender friends actually gave me this advice for myself so that I can give it to you guys. So that is what we're here for today. I hope you learned something. It is very warm here. I hope you are enjoying the beautiful sunny day. I have been sitting outside enjoying this beautiful yard in Bolivia, North Carolina. It was a beautiful trip here. I was talking to some people that had come in about Southport and seeing the lighthouse in Oak Island, which is always, I love that, because I can take the ferry from Fort Fisher, like in the Wilmington, Carolina Beach, Curry Beach, Pleasure Island area, take the ferry to Southport, which I love to do, especially on a nice, beautiful day, or in the off season, you can just go hang out. Nicholas Sparks is one of my favorite, okay, all right, he's one of my favorites, I'll say it. I love him, I've loved him since I was a kid. He writes about our local stuff, how can you not love that? So some of the movies that were filmed in Southport, they have little pictures in the window saying like, oh, safe haven, these actors sat at this table. And it's really cute, it's really cute, I really like it. So just some informational stuff, some honest stuff, and some fun stuff. So I hope if you see this, save it. See it, save it. All right, have a great day.